What is up, everybody? It is the 5th of September. We are starting off September. Hopefully looking to take some trades finally. Um, Last month obviously was extremely slow. Not expecting too much today. I think right now the SPY's not really doing too much, so we're down 50 point or half a point here. I got about 5 stocks that I'm looking at here, but interestingly enough, just about every single one of them is gapping right into either support or resistance. So we've got the CLLS here. See this huge bar down right into this whole area here. So again, probably look for it later in the day for a long, if anything. Got a clinical FDA clinical hold of whatever it is that they're working on. If it wasn't into support here, obviously it's a really nice move down. But because it is going to be right into this 22 area, I'm definitely not looking to be short anything into all that. Plus we got the 200 EMA, so don't want to be fighting any of those. I've got INSM, huge gap up, 134% now. So really just a crazy move. And now this is looking actually a little bit more interesting because this is back in 2015. Almost exactly 2 years ago, just 2 years and another month. It got all the way up to 28.66. Now it looks like we're getting above that. So this is kind of turning into a better long situation here. I might be looking to take this one long over the highs if it keeps pushing up here. Definitely be one to pay attention to. Other than that, it's just, obviously above everything. We got TS. Only reason it's popping up on my scanner here is because of these two candles here, though these guys came out of nowhere here now, but there's no trend or anything going on. Daily looks pretty good, kind of a descending wedge here, and now we're kind of really busting out. No, I don't think it had any news. It just said that it was moving up. Yeah, it just rose after trading 0.04 yesterday, so not really sure what exactly is going on with this one. Maybe people are just playing the pattern out or something, but obviously some people are making the stock move up, otherwise it wouldn't be all the way up there. Then next we have X. X also gapping up. Bank of America upgraded it. Definitely good news, but again gapping right into this resistance area. Plus we got this little gap fill here, but it's so close. What is that, 40 cents? 40 cents, and then we got the 200 EMA, the 29. Not really worth anything. See, you got some past resistance over here at this 27 area, so. And then all over here, so yeah, definitely not looking like a good long anymore. Just have to see what it does at the open. And then the last stock that I'm looking at is Vail here. Kind of popping up out of nowhere, not really, no news, no nothing, but again right into resistance. I think that's about it too. Yeah, got a little bit of action over here too, but that was 2014. I don't know how relevant 3 years ago is today, but maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Again though, don't want to fight the market. So Vail, once again, maybe might set up for a good short later in the day, but as for now, it's looking like this INSM here is going to be the trade of the day. It keeps pushing towards this 30 level now. Yeah, it's getting well above it, so although a stock that's up 140%, I don't know how much farther it could go than that. It's kind of ridiculous. But I like it, so I'm going to end up probably taking a trade on this one towards the open here, so we'll just have to see what happens. But I'd like to go over my sheet first. So first sheet of September. Make sure I am, for the reversals, checking the daily for early entry points or even the correct entry points. Make sure I'm using the 5-minute chart. Make sure I'm drawing my daily trend lines using TradingView for charting. I would love another monitor because I would love to have multiple time frames up at the same time here, because right now I'm only looking at the 1-minute pre-market chart, What I'd like to see is the 5-minute and the 10-minute or 15-minute. Really all of them, but I'm kind of running out of monitors here. I got 4 of them up here. I think I have an idea that I might mess with it a little bit here. But would I rather be right or make money? No fear of missing out. Make sure I'm taking my setups. If it's a B setup or a C setup, just take smaller size to start with and see where it goes. Pay attention for bullish engulfing patterns, candles. Low volume before breakout means that old owners are staying in and not selling, moving the stock down. If new owners were coming in, it would change the direction, possibly moving down. Don't trade against the pattern. Best trades never go against me. Pay attention to the VWAP action around the open. Breakouts never look back. Wait for bars to close on the 1 and 2 minute. If I'm taking a breakout pattern, long or short, I know that the best breakouts never turn around and come back to the point that they broke out of. So if they do end up doing that, why take my chances on a trade that's not the best trade? Just wait for the bars to close, and if it's, hopefully it's not all the way near where my stop is, but if it's, if it's not at the level that it broke out of and it's down against me, why would I want to be wasting my time on that trade anymore? The VWAP pullback, if a VWAP pullback is happening, pay attention to the level 2 for a lower buyer on the bid or a higher seller on the ask. Chances are it means that he expects the market to come to him and then possibly be moving in the direction that the pattern should be showing. Aggressive trading is entering on the ask. Patient is on limit. So whenever I'm looking for these breakout trades, I need to be a little bit more patient in my entries. I need to save those pennies, because obviously they start to add up over and over again. So I want to make sure that I'm getting a good entry, not just buying at the ask, trying to catch the break like that. So I wrote down the mistakes that I made in September. I was taking gap trades into support and resistance. Doesn't seem like I'm going to be doing that today. Trading against the pattern. Hopefully I see the patterns. That's going to be the big part today. Getting in too early on reversals. Let it get to a good daily point. Dump my bad trades earlier. Breakouts are never supposed to look back. My stop losses were too tight. I should base them off of the 5 minutes. I wasn't taking my profits. The volume needs to be better, and don't fight the market, and don't force any trades. So we got 3 minutes here until the market opens. It's looking like I might take this INSM trade. We'll just have to see, but I will flip back on whenever we get there. Okay, we are getting pretty close here. I got my stop limit order in. I want to get in at 65 with a limit of 70. I don't want to get any more. No, looks like it's leaving without me. I'm just gonna open what time. $86 stop loss for an extra 10 cents. It's already moving below my previous stop here, and it looks like it's just gonna sell off. Could turn into a gap trade here. So we got 52, 55. Go 10 cents for me. And then we got a low of 55. Let's do 54. Looks like it's just gonna sell off now. Guess it got a little too overextended. Obviously everybody that's in here short is going to want to cover. Anybody that's long is absolutely gonna be taking their profits. And it looks like it's just gonna sell off. Too bad. TS not doing anything. CLLS squeezing up. X moving up. Veil not doing anything.
Check.
So you got that 22 area. It's already popping back up. Yeah, and we're selling down. Okay. Huh. Looks like X is moving up here. Right through 28. It's getting to that point now where it should start seeing something. Fails at 62. Yeah, still up there. I don't think I looked at TS yet. TS just kind of being there. Alright, well, not gonna be trading anything this morning, so I'll flip back on if I find anything later. Okay, I'm looking to get in long here on TECD, trying to get 75 shares here above 84, and then I want to add another 50 here if it gets to break up here at 25. So 84, 25, 84, 35. So I'm going to put that order in next. My stop loss is going to be below the low of day here. Need a second to write some things down. So I have a stop at. See, the 5s are starting to turn around. The 15's forming a doji at the moment.
Yes.
But the real big thing is the daily here. I just want to make sure I get my numbers right first. Got support. So I'll put this at 54, so I'm risking 75 shares. Okay, so look at TECD to long it here for a bottom reversal. You can see it's kind of reaching this area here where there's going to be a bunch of support, but it already looks like it's turning against me. I think it's something close to 40 bucks here that I'm risking for the 75 shares. Oh, jeez. Wow. Well,
yes.
Alright. Immediately went. That was only 50 shares. Okay. Totally out now for a $40 loss. That was disappointing. Obviously wanted to try and take it long over the tops of these candles here, but of course the 1 minute's gotta screw me and immediately shove me out. I guess it wants to go lower, but you can see on the daily that it's got all of this support up in here, but it looks like it wants to go even lower. I guess the next stop is this 77 here. So I'm just gonna flip back on later and see what else happens. Okay, I'm gonna be done for the day. Only trade that I took was this TECD. Looked pretty good, but obviously now that I'm looking back, one of the first things that I said this morning obviously was to, I got the exact wording in here somewhere. Getting in too early on reversals, let it get to a good daily point. Well, TECD was at a good daily point. Good few daily points here. This whole really area, looks like right now it's actually right at the low of this whole area here, so maybe now is a good time for reversal. But saw it on the 15s. This doji wasn't quite full or quite a doji just yet whenever I took the trade, but was looking at it on the 1 minutes here, and it had a bunch of consolidation. I wanted to catch it above this 84 here with a little bit, I guess you can call it 3/4 size, and then I wanted to add again as it broke over this 25 level. I mean, I got in, and then 2 seconds later, huge down red candle stopping me out. So I got a total loss of 40 bucks, and then obviously, of course, later after it formed that doji, ended up making a nice little move up there. I don't think, however, no, it wouldn't even been close to hitting my risk reward. So I think this was just a trade that just failed. Just didn't had the setups and just didn't get the follow through I wanted. Volume was okay enough for me to take this trade. I always like to see at least the 10Ks being up there. So just the way it goes, losing 38 bucks. Got a couple mentor sessions coming up here. Definitely looking forward to getting going with that. Yeah, just gotta wait, gotta be a little more patient. I think I was just a little too aggressive on this one, getting it a little too early, just too eager on it. So I'm kind of dry on the trading emotions right now, since the whole last month was just dead with everything, and I haven't really placed a trade. So I think I need to be careful with what it is that I'm pulling the trigger on here. I think I might have been a little too trigger happy with this one. So that's just something to keep in mind for tomorrow. So I'll be back again tomorrow. Thanks for watching.